perhaps some poor leadership, and also some very good American play, I have to say that. They really hung in there.
Yeah, the underdogs came good, didn't they?
Well, both in the foursomes and the fourballs, Europe were looking good early on, but the Americans fought back very strongly. And it has to be said, Europe have it all to do now after the United States established a 3-point lead after the opening day. It's the first time since 1995 that the Americans have led after the opening day. There's the standings as it is at the moment, 5.5 to 2.5. And I suppose we should add that back in 1995, Europe did go on to win after trailing, but there's a lot of work to do, and that's led to a bold decision by the captain, Nick Faldo. He's left out Lee Westwood and Sergio Garcia for today's foursomes. Well, Europe were 3-1 down after the opening foursomes, but in the fourballs, Padraig Harrington and Graham McDowell looked on course for a point when they were 3 up, but somehow Phil Mickelson and rookie Anthony Kim fought back, and that birdie from Mickelson at the 17th gave the Americans a win. One bright spot in the afternoon for Europe, the pairing of Ian Poulter and Justin Rose. They beat Steve Stricker and Ben Curtis 4-2. But disappointment for Sergio Garcia and Miguel Angel Jimenez. They were beaten 4-3 by Justin Leonard and Hunter Mahan. This was Leonard's near-perfect shot to the par 3 third. In the final fourballs, Boo Weekley and JB Holmes fought out a seesaw battle with Lee Westwood and Soren Hansen. The Americans 1 up after the 12th. And that's the way it stayed until the 18th. Europe 1 shot down, but Hansen and Westwood salvaged a half when the Americans both found water. Westwood has now equalled Arnold Palmer's 12-match unbeaten Cup record.
I'm getting too old for 36 holes in one day, Rob, but no, it was good to get another half. That was a good game, hard fought. Soren obviously had a fantastic chip in at 16, and then I made 3 at 17 to get a half, and we both played the last well, so you know, you'd expect to get out of jail if you birdied the last 3 holes, I suppose.
Soren, your first Ryder Cup match, what a baptism.
It was some experience. Yeah, I don't know, it clicked in a little late. I think that Lee was a bit on his own to start with, but yeah, it was fantastic, really.
So not a good day for Nick Faldo and his team, but the captain did his best to put a brave face on things.
Firstly, I'm really obviously very proud of my team. That was a great last hour of golf, and to get a point or half a point in that very last match was really great for the team morale. So we are down in points, but we're up in spirit.
Played a lot of practice rounds together. We played together all week, and we played very well together today.
You've obviously got some very great qualities to be picked for the President's Cup and now the Ryder Cup. What do you think those qualities are, and why have you been so successful today?
Well, I just kept playing one shot at a time, really. I just try to keep going and playing golf and try to not do anything more than I can do, because I feel like our good is good enough.